back, guys. Thank you for being so patient. I know it's been almost 7 months, but you guys have missed a lot. So let me catch you up on what we've been up to. So last year we headed out to Colorado and we thought would be the beginning of our van life journey. The first week was mainly spent hanging out with friends and getting to learn how to do van life. Following that, we just kind of traveled around Colorado looking for places to stay, going to the cities, finding good food, going to the parks. Everything in Colorado was beautiful, the temperature was great, but we came to a realization that we weren't as comfortable as we thought would be. So we packed up and headed back to Memphis for Thanksgiving. So after Thanksgiving, we packed everything up and headed down to Miami where we'd spend the next 2 months. We tried to figure out where to stay along the way, but soon realized that van life in Florida is really hard because there's not really many places to stay. So we just kind of went to beaches, and Lise did a lot of wedding planning during this time. See Charles really enjoying the beach here. And we'd also just hang out with family and friends for Christmas and New Year's. After that, we headed off to Guatemala to get married. So here's a little sneak peek of that.
Jordan, how did I get so lucky? If I'm being completely honest, it was purely your good looks and your height that gravitated me towards you. But little did I know that you would have the most compassionate, honest, and generous heart. I'm not gonna cry.
The wedding was beautiful, and if you want to see the rest of that video, we have it posted on our YouTube. After the wedding, we kind of hung out around the lake. There's a nice spot that we stayed at. There's a few photos from the honeymoon. Everything was perfect. So we headed back to Miami, where we'd go on a cruise for an extended honeymoon and also to hang out with family. This was actually my first cruise, might I say. First stop on this cruise was Key West. We got off for a little bit, hung out, listened to music, grabbed something to eat, just kind of toured the town. We've already been to Key West, so. After Key West, we headed to the Bahamas. First time in the Bahamas. It was pretty nice. Same thing, we just kind of hung out, ate before we got back on the ship. And then started our cruise on back to Miami. So after getting back to Miami, we went to Universal Islands of Adventure for Annalise's birthday. She'd literally been talking about this for months, like almost every day. The butterbeer, amazing. Everything was good, first time there, but after Universal, kind of made our way back up to Memphis, where we started doing all the renovations that we had talked about before. That took about a month, and now here we are, heading back to Colorado.
I know we're like 10 years late to the whole van life thing, but I think it's never too late to reinvent yourself and go after your dreams. For years, I've dreamt about having the freedom to just pick up and go, travel full time, a life with less things and more adventure. Usually you work your 9-to-5 job and wait for retirement to travel, but the future is never guaranteed. I don't know how long I have on this planet, and while I'm still here, I want to make the most of it.
So now we are on our official trip to our official trip to our official trip. It took 3 tries, but we are finally on the road full time. We're currently in Colorado, enjoying all the sights that Colorado has to see, because I feel like the first time wasn't really that enjoyable.
Yeah, the first Colorado trip was more of like a test drive.
Yeah.
And we found out the things that we didn't like about the van. We weren't planning on going back to Memphis to make any changes, but as we lived in the van, we realized there were some design issues that we wanted to change.
So now our goal is we're just going to kind of hang out in Colorado for 1 to 2 months. We're going to slowly make our way up to Alaska.
Well, first we went to Missouri actually, but it was just too hot. Like there were so many bugs, so we decided to just go to Colorado.
That was the second official trip. The first official was our test run in Colorado. The second was Missouri, thinking we were going to be out there for a while because we made this whole itinerary. She made this whole itinerary.
I know, it's beautiful. I'll share it with you guys anyways if you want to go to Missouri, because we definitely have to go back when it's cooler, because it looks like there's so many fun things to do.
And so many ticks.
He got eaten up by ticks and mosquitoes.
I probably have Lyme disease, but...
Show him your arm.
This is from poison ivy that I got in Missouri. Probably can't see it, but...
So now we're in Colorado, and the weather's perfect. It's so cool.
It's perfect, and it's beautiful. So again, the game plan is we're going to slowly make our way up to Alaska. We're going to spend some time probably in Colorado for a little bit longer. Then we're going to go to Montana, kind of pass those states to go up to Canada, and we'll spend a little bit of time in Canada before we make our way to Alaska. Yeah, that is the game plan. All right, so this is the beginning of our van life, official beginning of our van life adventure.
Hopefully you guys stay tuned and follow along, because we have a lot of exciting trips coming up, and we can't wait to share with you guys.
It's going to be lit.
It's going to be lit.
I can tell you my problems, meditating my silence. But I keep pushing my pen, rotating my stylus. Brokenness feeling like sin, now no breath, low dollar. Used to be left on red, now all the girls go holler. Now all the girls go follow. All the fake fans gon' pile up. I need peace to borrow, get that shit right back tomorrow. Somehow all the fans go